survey says America has had enough of you-know-what. Enough of this government, big government, police state, tax and spend, foreign wars, censorship, drag queen story hours, and this woke crap. Donald Trump, with an electoral landslide and the popular vote, which I don't think a Republican has won in like 20 years. He looks poised to keep and even pick up seats in the House. Senate had 3 Republican flips to get the number to 52. Let's go.
We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
The next 12 years are going to be lit. Yes, I think J.D. Vance is going to walk away with 2 terms. He's like a near flawless candidate. But do not compromise, GOP, or come to the middle, because we don't have to. This resounding victory that the American people just served up is a mandate to do everything Trump said he was going to do. House, Senate, I'm looking at you guys. You guys better get those bills queued up and on his desk day one, unlike the last time. Massive tax cuts, massive budget cuts, fire people. Like 80% of that joint got to go in D.C. School choice, mass deportations, and do unto others as they have done unto you. You nervous libs, you should be. The mandate from the majority, and I emphasize the majority for the libs out there who was crying about the Electoral College, the majority of American people said, what you did to Trump was wrong. We want the actual criminals investigated. We want them thrown in jail like they did to the January 6ers. It's time to send a message that if you play stupid games, you will win stupid prizes, because that pendulum always swings, and it has swung way back last night. You go, Trump, you go after these people until that part of your ear grows back. Liz Cheney sees this writing on the wall. She's buying new pantsuits this morning. She tweeted out, our nation's democratic system functioned last night and we have a new president-elect. All Americans are bound, whether we like it or not, to accept the outcome and the results of this election, blah, 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 blah. Nice try. She is really worried about going to jail right now for deleting evidence, witness tampering, that sham January 6th committee, and she should be. Oh, Carl, let's not spike the football. Too late. Let's bring the country back together, blah, blah, blah. Look, we can do all that right after we right all the wrongs that they did to Trump and all of his supporters and everyone else. I take my karma piping hot with a side of liberal tears. I'm so here for this. In Deep State, I know they are flurrying right now to like put guardrails up or whatever they're going to try to do to limit the scorched earth that is coming on January 21st. Cry all you want. Anything you do, dare I say, will be unburdened by shortly, because all of your jobs are gone. You people suck. You're finished. Mike Johnson, do a CR to like, I think it's December 15th it expires. Shut it down. I don't really care what you do. Just don't do anything that will be effective past January 21st. Because when it's game time, it is pain time. Have that bill written and passed. That current slim margin better get in line now so it's ready to sign the day Trump takes his hand off that Bible. I'm going to eat popcorn while they slash this government back to what it was meant to be. I'm talking 1776 style. The reactions from the haters, though, have got to be the best. But the one that I absolutely loved was when they were trying to find some silver lining for Kamala Harris on CNN.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
Yes, Jake, nothing. But here's the epitome of like the epiphany of the century in real time.
If Donald Trump is reelected, given the entire history that you outlined, Stephanie, that we've talked about a lot on this network, it suggests that MAGAism needs to be considered a real movement with potentially legs. J.D. Vance is 20 years old, not really, but he's young, you know. There is 40, yeah. There is a real question about the sort of tenets of MAGAism that exists beyond Donald Trump that I think people need to take seriously, both in terms of their threat and the weight that pull on American democracy.
People are so bad at everything. Now you realize it? You missed the like 10, 20, 30, 100,000 person crowds like 800 times consecutively over the last 2 years? This is like, they are like standing in the middle of a highway right now, in the middle of the night, in black clothing, and getting hit by a car. And like, I can't believe I got hit by a car. This is why nobody's listening to you. We just tuned you out for the last 2 years. I mean, we all drew it out in crayon, all but drew it out in crayon. And now you realize it? I mean, I guess. And you pundits call us trash? Okay. Democrats complaining that Harris she didn't have time to get her message out. Well, whose fault is that? You guys installed her. You talk about saving democracy. That's what the American people did last night. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. They are complaining Waltz didn't pull his weight. You think that guy? I couldn't imagine why people wouldn't elect that governor of a state that completely tanked it, who had his own citizens like shot in the neck with paintballs. If they went out on their own porch during COVID, are you kidding me? You've got no one to blame but yourselves, libs. But there's almost no introspection on any of their policies. I haven't seen any liberal pundits be like, wow, maybe I'm wrong. A million excuses, but none of them are saying like, maybe we shouldn't have like let women into, men into women's sports. Maybe people really do hate the government. Maybe we should have listened to the parents that were angry about their kids not getting indoctrinated in schools. Maybe inflation wasn't as transitory as we thought, that Americans don't like world wars and paying for gender studies programs in Pakistan. Maybe all the experts suck at their jobs and know absolutely nothing. None of that. Nobody's considered that. They haven't considered that maybe Trump is not a threat to democracy. Maybe he's not a Nazi. He's definitely not a Nazi. He's not racist. He's not horrible. And maybe we shouldn't have raided some guy's home and killed his pet squirrel. I haven't seen any of these folks be like, wow, maybe we got it wrong. And this is exactly what just got shut down. You want to know why Trump just won? This is D.C. right here. The majority of the country just voted for Trump, and yet 92% of D.C. voted for Kamala Harris. That's why this election went the way it did. I am so pumped, too, because the values of those in D.C. imposing their unelected will on us are so vastly different from the majority of the America and our values. This was like us dumping a bunch of tea in the harbor, and I am having a huge cup of it. But I can't think of the clip that takes the cake, that I want to take an ad out in Times Square. Is this clip from 2017 when Morning Joe said this?
He will never win another election. He's narrowcasting, and that's the political insanity of this as well.
You like them apples, Joe Scarborough? I'll tell you what, I'll save you a seat at the inauguration, right up in the front row. I'll make sure it's all the way on the far left. Oh, and just to twist the knife here, here's a little fun fact, folks. Kamala Harris has a constitutional obligation to preside over the certification of Donald Trump. Oh, and the Electoral Count Reform and Presidential Transition Improvement Act of 2022, when Biden was president, ensures she can't do anything to stop it. All those people that also said that they were going to leave, I think, here's the list of them. We're scrolling. I think one of those people even said they were going to light themselves on fire. You know what, guys? Good riddance. I'll help you pack. Folks, if you voted for Donald Trump, here's to you. You made this possible, and Scott Presler in Pennsylvania. But you guys go out there, you enjoy this, because I know I am.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.